Understanding international jurisdiction in inheritance law in Turkey is so crucial these days.
Absolutely, especially with more people owning property abroad.
Yeah, inheritance laws can vary so significantly from one country to another.
So, how does Turkey handle these cross-border inheritance matters?
Well, in Turkey, it's determined by Article 20 of their International Private Law Act. Basically, the national law of the deceased at the time of death applies.
Wait, so if someone was a Turkish citizen, Turkish law governs their inheritance, even if their property is abroad?
Exactly. And if the deceased was of a different nationality, their national law would govern even for assets in Turkey.
That's fascinating. So, the principle of nationality over the location of assets?
Yes, it's all about nationality, not where the assets are.
Got it.
This ensures inheritance rights align with the deceased's own laws.
But what about international agreements? Is Turkey part of any that might affect this?
Well, interestingly, Turkey isn't party to the Hague Convention on Succession Law. And since it's not an EU member, the EU succession regulation doesn't apply either.
Wait, but doesn't that complicate things for foreigners dealing with inheritance in Turkey?
It can complicate matters, but Turkey applies its own international law rules and relies on bilateral agreements.
But isn't relying solely on bilateral agreements a bit limited?
Well, you could say that, but these agreements are tailored to the specific relationships between countries, so they can be quite effective.
What about taxes? Are there specific tax implications for inheritances in Turkey?
Oh, yes. Turkey imposes an inheritance and gift tax on assets located in Turkey, regardless of nationality.
Wow. So everyone pays the tax if the assets are in Turkey?
That's right. The rates vary based on the relationship between the deceased and the beneficiary and the value of the inheritance.
I see. Are there double taxation treaties to prevent being taxed twice?
Well, Turkey does have double taxation agreements, but most don't cover inheritance taxes specifically. So double taxation can be a real issue.
That could significantly impact beneficiaries.
It certainly can. Then there's the principle of reciprocity in Turkish inheritance law regarding foreigners.
Reciprocity? How does that work?
Well, the inheritance rights of foreigners depend on whether Turkish citizens enjoy similar rights in that foreigner's country.
Interesting.
It's known as mutakabiliyet.
So if a country doesn't allow Turks certain inheritance rights, their citizens might face restrictions in Turkey?
Exactly. It can significantly affect foreign nationals' inheritance rights, especially for property.
That complicates things quite a bit.
Yes, which is why seeking legal assistance is so important.
Definitely.
The laws are complex and ever-changing.
Absolutely. Having an expert in Turkish international private law would be crucial.
They can help understand rights, prepare documents, engage with authorities, ensuring the process runs smoothly.
It's like trying to navigate a maze without a guide.
Exactly, and a good lawyer is your guide.
So, to sum up, understanding international inheritance in Turkey involves several key elements.
Yes, recognizing the principles of nationality, international agreements, tax implications, reciprocity, and the need for legal help.
With this knowledge, beneficiaries can approach the process with more confidence.
Absolutely. Being informed is half the battle.
This has been really informative.
Glad to share. It's an important topic.
Thanks for breaking it down.
Anytime.